I speak unto thee this day, and I say that I, the living God, intended, and I still intend, that my own people would be respecting me. That is, that they would live, that they would walk in the fear of me always, because it is me they are meant to please. I never intended that my own people would be lovers of self more than they are loving me. That is, imagining they may have things their way and be okay with me. For I say that I, the living God, did not die. I say that I did not give myself to such cruel and abusive punishment by men, and then come back again in order for men to have a good life. But I say that I went through that men could be freed from the penalty of their sins. They would not need to spend eternity in hell, that they could come forth redeemed by the blood that I allowed to be shed. But I say that men have so twisted, perverted my word, that they've construed it to be that their sole purpose is to have a good life. But I say that I, the living God, never called thee to have a good life, but I say that I called thee to be conformed unto me. Now stop and consider, as far as human standards go, that I, the living God, did not have a good life. That is, I did not have the approval of men. I did not have the fame, the gain that men make off of my life in this generation. That is, I did not have the things that men accumulate unto themselves and think that the same is a good life. But I say that I had oneness of relationship with my Father, and I say that the same remains. I say, so it is even now, that I, the living God, do not call you to a good life, but I say that I call you to eternal life, that is the life that is found in me. And I say, if you will truly partake of that life, then you need to be willing to stand in the truth. That is, to stand in the counsel of the truth, rather than relationship with man, rather than relationship with situation or circumstance. For I say it is more important that my own people be found standing in the truth than with any other thing in this world. For I say it is me, the living God, that you are meant to be aligned with. It is me, the living God, that you are meant to look to and believe. And I say, if you will be coming forth in the way that I give thee, the way that is truth and life, you will be kept always by me. I say, if you will be thankful for the truth that I, the living God, do give thee, I say that you will be able to rejoice in me. That is, be rejoicing that it is me you are privileged to look to believe, to trust, and obey. I say, therefore, this day realize that you are indeed in the time that I, the living God, am vindicating myself. That is, I'm coming against the sins, the degradations, the abominations, and I say that I'm doing so in my wrath. And I say it is me, the living God, who is giving forth the cup of wrath. I say it is filled to the full. And I say, if men continue in hardness of heart and stubbornness and pride, I say that the cup shall be poured upon them. That is, they will not only drink of the cup, but they will be drenched in the cup. I say they will literally be drowned in the cup. For I say there is no end to the wrath, the fury, the indignation that I, the living God, have stored up against a wayward, a rebellious, a hard-headed, stubborn people. For I say that I literally despise the willful, the proud, the stubborn, who think they must have their way. That is, the ones who are so concerned with worshiping themselves, they do not even worship me. But I say instead they are bowing unto lies, they are bowing to pretension and falsehood, and I say they are not bowing to the truth. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to be in fellowship with darkness, and yet I say that my own people are steeped in such a way. That is, they would rather listen to and obey the commands of demons than receive the commands that I give unto them. That is, they would rather walk in falsehood and vanity and pretension and lies than come forth in the truth. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to walk in falsehood, to live in delusion, to take up lies. But I say that I've called thee to be aligned with the truth, to come forth in the same, to be ever thankful unto me. For I say, if you will indeed be desirous of the truth, and accepting the same when it is given unto thee, and walking uprightly in me that is submitted unto me, you will be kept in my way. And I say that you will be guided in the way that I, the living God, do intend for thee. But I say, if you are willful, stubborn, and proud, then I say that you will be amongst the ones who receive the cup of my wrath. For I say that I, the living God, am thoroughly angered with men, with women in this wicked generation. That is, I am thoroughly disgusted with their sinful state, and yet they wax bolder in the same day by day. I say that I'm thoroughly disgusted in their arrogance and their pride, whereby they think they do not need to live in fear of me. That is, they think they may go on in their own headstrong ways, and I, the living God, will come following after them. But I say they will find themselves with no way at all, for it is me, the living God, who is totally pulling down their worlds. That is, I am leaving them, if I even leave them alive, in a heap of ruination, a heap of devastation and despair. I say that I'm leaving them in the futility of their own evil ways, and I say there will be none to offer help unto them. For I say they will be left in destitution and despair, emptiness and futility, to howl unto the wind. And I say it is true, it is happening even now, and I say that the same shall increase. For I say it is me, the living God, who shall bring catastrophe on top of disaster, on top of calamity, and I say that I shall rain the same down to the sons of men. And I say that I shall bless them and bless them and bless them with the devastation, the despair, the futility that their lives are before me, their God. For I say they have refused to accept my lordship, they have refused to accept my covering, and I say that they love it so. And I say they have gone forth in proud array, thinking they remain forever, but it is not true. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to the works of pride. I never called thee to live in contempt before me and arrogance of your own conceit. But I say that I've called thee to humble thyself, to bow down low, to make sure that you are right with me. That is, by allowing my Spirit to search your heart, to point out the things that have gone astray, that you can indeed repent and return unto me. I say this day that I, the living God, am bringing down the proud in this wicked generation, because they are disgusting in my sight. And I say that I'm bringing to an end the falsehood, the lies, the hypocrisy that is passed off as my word. I say that I'm bringing to an end the giant empires that look as though they will remain forever. For I say it is me, the living God, who shall cause them to be crumbled heaps of ruination, devastation, and despair. For I say it is me, the living God, who shall rain down my wrath, my fury, my indignation, and no man shall be able to stop the same. And I say that it shall continue until the land is thoroughly flooded, devastated, and washed away because of men's sins before me. Therefore I say this day, make sure that you thoroughly align yourself with me, that you thoroughly are choosing to walk in obedience unto me. I say, do not be full of smugness and pride and arrogance and sure of your own way. But I say, instead, be ever willing to bow down, to humble yourself, to seek my face, to seek my counsel, that you can indeed come forth in me. That is, that you can indeed be seeing that it is me, the living God, who does guide thee day by day. That you can indeed be seeing that I, the living God, will keep thee in the midst of my wrath, if you will but be seeking for me. That is, to be in obedience to what I demand and command thee to do, not ever going in your own willful way. Now you may think in your stubbornness and pride that you are cute, that I, the living God, find joy in thee. But the truth of it is, you are no joy to me if you live in stubbornness and pride. That is, if you live in the arrogance of your own conceit, of your own little world, I say you are nothing but a fool. For I say that I, the living God, never called thee to keep your world, but I say that I've called thee to abandon the same, to be fully wedded unto me. That is, that you would indeed be yielding yourself over as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto me. I say this day that I, the living God, am so thoroughly repulsed. I say that I feel like vomiting every day. That is, I feel like vomiting at the works of men, at their imitations and emulations of what it is that I say. I say that I definitely am thoroughly sickened by their prostituting of the truth. That is, because they twist and pervert the truth, they make up lies and mix it with the same to have their own way. I say this day that I, the living God, do search throughout the land for the man, the woman that will be true unto me. That is for the ones who will stand in the truth and declare the truth and continue to proclaim my name. I say it is me, the living God, who will pull down the smug, the arrogant, the conceited, who gloat in their own way. And it is me, the living God, who will continue to smite with the fist of my wrath until men will indeed remember that it is me, the living God, who is the Almighty. I say this day that I, the living God, have given demonstration upon the proud world, upon the proud cities, upon those who think they remain forever. But I say, if men do not take the demonstration to see what it is that I declare, and simply seek to cover up the same with false peace, I say they are at war with me. For I say that I, the living God, am not accepting the works of men in this generation, not in any disguise. When men will defy me and offer unto those whom I have afflicted false peace, I say that I, the living God, will likewise smite them. I say this day that I, the living God, do not call thee to oppose me, but I say that I call thee to live in me, for I am thy God. And I say that I call thee to be ever alert to the fact that I will keep thee if you continue to yield yourself unto me. If you will continue to be yielded to the truth, the light, the strength that I provide, you will be kept by me. And I say that you will be uplifted, brought forth, for it is me, the living God, who is able, rejoice in me. I say, therefore, this day be glad that I give to thee the way that is truth and light, the way that is mercy and hope, and the way that is peace provided. I say, be thankful that I will be ever available to give thee the light upon thy path day by day. I say, be thankful that you do not need to go in the way of the foolish, the way of the vile, the way of the wicked, that you do not need to be found under the wrath, the fury, the indignation that I, the living God, bring forth. But I say that if you will indeed humbly seek my face and my counsel, and accept my correction, I say you will be guided by me. But I say if you wall yourself up against my correction, I say you will be proven to be a stubborn and a rebellious fool. And I say you will literally be found guilty as those who are under my wrath, my fury, my indignation. For I say that I, the living God, am no respecter of persons, and I say that those who defy me will be damned in the same. I say this day, do not be rebellious nor defiant, do not be arrogant and conceited, but I say come down. That is, come down to walk in the dust, to realize that it is me, the living God, who is thy maker, thy creator. I say come down to be humble to the fact that it is me you are meant to please and not any other. For I say you are not meant to be walking according to your own understanding, but I say you are meant to come forth in the truth. And I say you are meant to be daily guided in the light, the life, the strength that I offer. For it is me, the living God, who will keep thee always. That is, if you will stay in the position whereby you are willing to accept whatever correction, whatever covering I send unto thee. I say this day that I, the living God, do not find any pleasure at all in the proud, but rather in the ones who humble themselves unto me. That is, the ones who will cry out, because it is me they desire to please. I say this day, do not ever imagine that I, the living God, do give evil unto the sons of men that they do not deserve. When men will choose evil, when men will choose darkness and iniquity, I say that I, the living God, will return to them what they choose. If men will be choosing the light, will be choosing to walk in me, will be lovers of the truth rather than lies, I say that it is me, the living God, who is able to keep them always. For I say, even in the midst of wrath and fury and indignation, it is me, the living God, who shows mercy. I say, therefore, this day, do not be smug and proud, do not be arrogant and full of your own estimation as to how great you are. But I say, instead, be willing to bow to the truth, the light, the mercy that I give thee day by day. That is, ever thankful to be directed, corrected, and guided in the truth, the light, the strength that I give thee time and again. For I say, it is me, the living God, who is the way of truth and light, the way of mercy and strength, and the way of hope provided. Therefore I say, be rejoicing that it is me that you can be looking unto, that you can walk in obedience unto day by day. For I say, you are privileged to draw of the truth, the light, the strength that is ever to be found in me. And I say, realize that it is me, the living God, who is indeed showing forth my fury against a wicked, a perverse, a vile generation who are steeped in lies. That is, that the proud will be humbled and brought low, that those who are full of their own stubbornness will realize the death sentence of the same. I say, it is me, the living God, who is giving unto the sons of men what they justly deserve. I say, give thanks, give praise.
Extreme weather with extreme price tags becoming more commonplace.